Hey there everyone, it's Caitlin back again with you guys for another video in my Real Talk movie review series here on my channel. And if you don't already subscribe, make sure you hit that button and subscribe to my channel, and you'll be first to know about all of my latest movie and book review videos. I've got a lot of things in the works coming soon that'll help get us more content here in the channel. So great news there. And if you don't already follow me on Instagram, look at the user in that first slide at your geeky girlfriend at YOUR_geekygf. And you can find out all of my unboxings, my wardrobe tours, my fashion advice, my typed movie and book reviews, and my slight travel blog. I've got a lot going on over there on that page. So if you like any of those things, make sure you go give me a follow. Now, as always with a movie review, there are some minor spoilers ahead when talking about the plot details of today's video. And today's video is A Simple Favor, directed by Paul Feig. He is the same director of The Heat. And this movie stars Anna Kendrick and Blake Lively. And let's take a look at some of the scenes. And so essentially, this movie follows Anna Kendrick and Blake Lively. Their sons are both in the same class at school. And Anna Kendrick is, the typical like PTA mom. She does all the fundraisers, organizes all the bake sales, that sort of thing. She is a single mom due to being widowed, and they talk about that in the film as well. Blake Lively, on the other hand, is a working mom. She's married to Henry Golding in the top left, and he plays a pivotal part in the plot. You may recognize him from Crazy Rich Asians. So if you've seen that movie, he is in both of those. Blake Lively is very fierce. She's very domineering. She is a true like boss woman in her industry and in her field. And you can see some of her outfits there in the bottom right picture. And her character is very, very impulsive, whereas Anna Kendrick's is very, very safe. So Anna Kendrick is very prim. She's proper. And Blake Lively's character just really doesn't give a crap about anyone or anything, and she kind of just does what she wants. And the two kind of meet up over their son, the mutual, classroom of their sons. And then the whole beginning of the movie just Blake Lively invites Anna Kendrick over. They have drinks. They talk about, all these adult things that Anna Kendrick doesn't get to talk to with anybody else. And Anna Kendrick has like this mommy blog that her whole world is just being a mom, and Blake Lively's whole world is, work, and being a mom is kind of second to her. So it kind of shows like the different styles of parenting, which is an interesting take. And it shows the different ways that people parent and be mothers, and kind of that they talk about how there's no like right or wrong way to do it in the movie, which is a good thing to talk about in today's society. So this is a feminine-led film. Henry Golding just plays a supporting character. Now, I have seen this movie a couple of times. I went to the theaters and watched it by myself, and then I watched it again with my husband recently because he had never seen it. It does have that psycho thriller vibe, especially in the second act of the film. As I said, the first half is really just the two women just talking and getting to know each other and kind of prying into each other's lives a little bit more. Anna Kendrick more so on Blake Lively than the other way around. You can see her try and take a picture of her there, and Blake Lively kind of gets upset and doesn't like that. So Blake Lively's character is very private. She's out with her sexuality, and she's out with her, lavish tastes and interests. She has like paintings of her nude self on her walls and things like that. But she doesn't want any pictures or anything like in the public eye. So she's very private, and everything that she does pretty much resides in her own home. Whereas Anna Kendrick's character is out on YouTube. She's out everywhere because she has the mommy blog. So the two characters are contradicting in many ways, and you just see that all build up in the first act of the film to this major climactic plot event which happens, and Blake Lively her character goes missing. And so the second act of the film is this whole plot unraveling, and Anna Kendrick and Henry Golding kind of coming together to find her. So overall, in the film, Blake Lively is a boss. She really truly just owns this character, and she truly makes it her own. She comes into herself. She rocked the fashion. She rocked like the attitude. She just really owned this character and really came to life in this character. And her character is truly a boss. She's a boss at work. She doesn't let men tell her what they like. She tells everyone what she wants them to do, and people do it. So she just is very effective in her communication, I guess you could say. And she gets what she wants, and it's refreshing to see a female lead pull that off so successfully. Anna Kendrick provides more of the comedic relief. Like I mentioned, she's very prim and proper. Her fashion is much more modest and conservative, and she doesn't drink a lot. She doesn't use any foul language, no curse. So she kind of provides the comedic polar opposite to Blake Lively's character, who uses very foul language frequently. And so, like I said, the two contradicting each other just makes the movie kind of funny. There are lots of suspenseful twists and turns in the movie. Like I said, that whole second act is Anna Kendrick and Henry Golding kind of working together to find Blake Lively's character. And so in that, Anna Kendrick kind of scopes out these houses, and she goes to different places, and there are just a lot of unexpected things that happen in the film, particularly in the last 20 minutes. And it does have a psychological thriller vibe. You don't know when you're watching it what the end of the movie is going to bring. And even though I've watched it a couple times, I still got a thrill the second time I watched it, even though I knew how the movie ended. And there were some things that I had forgotten because I watched it so far apart. So if you watch this movie, once a year or, a couple times in a couple years, then you're going to be surprised every time you watch it. If you watch it back to back, like one weekend and then another, it's not going to be as thrilling. The ending, I said it kind of all, the whole story leads up to this one pivotal moment in the story, and then it kind of falls flat because they tried to have like a comedic ending, and it just fell flat. They try and have a supporting character come in with this funny line, and that's just not the ending that you're looking for when you're watching this movie. And then the language is, I don't typically complain about foul language because I understand everybody's got different tastes and some people don't mind it. I'm not a prude when it comes to amount of language, but for some people that's going to be a con. It is rated R, so you can expect some language. However, for some people, it can, it gets to the point where, is it taking away from the story? Maybe, maybe not. I don't think excessive language is often necessary, and that's just Paul Feig's kind of, his screenwriting, and both of the movies that I've seen of his have a lot of language. So if you are a person who does not like movies with a lot of foul language, then probably skip this one, because Blake Lively uses a lot of foul language in this film. And she primarily, everybody else is pretty clean, but she's by far the most explicit in her language. Overall, I would give this movie a B minus. It's a good movie. I've watched it twice, and neither time was better than the other. I enjoyed it both times. Like I said, that part at the end is silly and just kind of like it works its way up to be this psychological thriller, and then it's just like, and there's this silly part at the end that's just like, that was stupid. And so that kind of ruins the whole movie because you waited for this climactic ending and then it just falls flat. But overall, I think both leading ladies are great in this film, and it has a great plot and a great story. I like the contradicting parental options and how it shows both, and that there's no, both of them do an effective job. So I think that's great. And I like everything that happens in the second act of the film. I think it's very real and it's very telling. And I like Anna Kendrick's how she evolves in the story. So overall, I give A Simple Favor a B minus. pretty good movie if you haven't seen it. It's short and it's fast and it moves very quickly, similar to a Knives Out. It's only about an hour and a half to an hour and 45 minutes long, so the whole thing happens very quickly and you kind of are just moving along. There's not a lot of downtime in the story, which I like that, and that always affects my reviews as well. As I said at the beginning, if you are not already a subscriber or a follower, go ahead and follow me on Instagram and subscribe to my channel so you can get all of these videos at your disposal and you can view them anytime you want. Give them a like if you like them. And if you don't, tell me what you don't like about this video or this movie in the comments. Not so much the video, but the movie if you don't like it. And tell me what movies you want me to watch and review so I can add them to my list. We're always looking for something new to watch, and I have tons of new movies that I want to hopefully see and review. So that's it for this one, and I'll see you guys in the next one.